Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode number 2.
Hashtag feed your grass.
Hashtag feed your grass. How are y'all doing today? It has been a week since we came to you last. A lot has happened in a week. What about Les Miles, the other grass guy? He eats a lot of grass.
He's gone.
He's gone. He gone. Think we're going to win tomorrow?
Nope.
I have my doubts. I have my doubts.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I hope not. I hope not a bloodbath. I love LSU. I want them to win.
I hope they win as well.
We'll see.
Not a perfect world.
Not a perfect world by any means. How about my beard? Hashtag beard brothers. Hashtag feed your grass. Curtis is looking pretty good too. Alright guys, we will go ahead and get this started. We had 4 questions come in from you this week. Curtis, would you do the honors of reading question number 1?
The first question is from Mary, and she asked, I didn't trim my knockout roses this year. What can I do now that they are blooming?
Mary undoubtedly did not watch our Facebook post back in August.
That's correct.
When we said to trim your knockout roses. Mary, if you did not trim your knockout roses, I'm disappointed. However, they are back blooming. They should be on the verge. I would say they're probably 60 to 70% back to full bloom. You can trim them. You just have to know that you're going to cut a lot of the buds off, and you're going to probably lose some of the blooms that you would normally have. But there's nothing wrong with doing it. You're not going to hurt them. So they're going to carry on through the winter, and the next trim cycle for your knockout roses is going to be in February. So if you're not happy with them and you don't want to deal with them until February, I say go ahead and trim whatever you want. Just know that you're going to lose some of your flowers. So the trimming in February is the more aggressive of the 2 of the year. You trim in February and August. So in February, you want to remove about 2/3 of the plant. So if you can't live with them right now, I'd say go ahead and trim them. So
All right. Thank you,
all I got to
Garrett.
say about that.
Next question is from Tim, and he asks, how much fertilizer should I put out this time of the year?
Tim, the answer is none. You should not be putting out fertilizer at all. Would you like to elaborate on that?
You are supposed to be putting out slow release fertilizer in the spring, and that should get you through the whole year. The idea is it slowly releases all the fertilizer it needs. And this time of year, your grass is going to be going dormant, so
You don't want to promote a lot of new growth.
You do not.
So actually, putting down fertilizers right now is negative because you will actually feed funguses and different diseases like that. So, and then usually when you put down fertilizer, you spur on a lot of new growth. And with the grass getting ready to go dormant, I mean, it got cold this week. I wore a jacket today. I know that kind of makes me a wimp, but I did. I wore a jacket. No fertilizer, Tim. Tim?
Tim.
No fertilizer, Tim. Right now, you should just be doing pre-emergence. If you have some if you have some insect issues, you could put down some insecticides for insect issues. But no fertilizers, Tim. No fertilizers at all. Pre-emergence. Pre-emergence only. If you need help with the pre-emergent, you can feel free to ask away, and we can help you with that. But no no fertilizers. So.
All right. Larry asks, should I still be watering my yard this time of year?
Larry, absolutely.
Right.
It's going to be 90 degrees next week.
Right.
Yes, Larry, water your yard. You probably don't have to water it as much. There's no right or wrong for how much you should or shouldn't in terms of there's no set number of days for this time or that time of the year. You should water your yard until it is thoroughly soaked, and then you let things dry out. Obviously, this time of the year, it takes a lot longer for things to dry out, so you're fine with it.
Right.
You don't water as much. But yes, no, absolutely water your yard. Absolutely.
All right.
100%.
Mike wrote in and asked us, what should I be doing to my grass right now?
Well, kind of like what we were just telling
Larry
Tim.
and Tim.
Tim. Like we were telling Larry and Tim. Right now, it's pre-emergence. It's all about pre-emergence. You're wanting to prevent the weed. So you got the weeds right now, and they're getting ready to set all the seeds, and they're going to drop the seeds. And the pre-emergence are what are going to prevent them from germinating and growing. So the biggest things you want to do right now are, most people get real lazy right now. They think that it's getting cold outside and they don't have to do as much, and they see the finish line and they just walk the rest of the way in, and they don't go all the way, and that's just horrible. You still need to be cutting your yard. You still need to be watering your yard. You still need to be tending to it. Tending to it being, you need to be doing your pre-emergence. You still need to be cutting your grass, and you definitely, most people they think it's getting cool outside and they don't have to water it. You still, like, I think mine's like 2 days a week right now. Right. So you still need to be watering your yard. You need to just stick with a weekly lawn mowing program, at least for the next probably 4 to 5 weeks. The grass is still growing. You still want to, the longer, a lot of people just forget about it, and then they look out there one day and like, holy cow, it's gotten tall, and then they go out there and try to mow it, and then it's just a horrible catastrophe. So stick to the plan, stick to the game plan, keep maintaining, keep mowing, keep watering. We're almost there. We're almost at the end. A little closer to November. You can kind of just sit back and relax a little bit. So I think that's all our questions, isn't it?
That's all the questions. Please be on the lookout for fungus still. This week especially, I've seen pretty fair amount of fungus. So be looking for brown or a little discoloration in your yard. Feel free to ask us about
Any
it.
particular type of grass? Are you seeing it?
I've seen it a lot in St. Augustine right now, and it's large brown patch right now.
Anything in centipede or anything like that?
I haven't been seeing too much in centipede, nothing in Bermuda. And the insects, I haven't been seeing as many insects this week, but the brown patch has gotten a little bit more prevalent with the weather cooling off a little bit.
And obviously with that, a fungicide. So, and fungus is kind of weird. It's very temperamental. It's hard to tend to. Your fungicides that you're going to get, they're usually only good for, let's just call it 14 days, right, plus or minus. So when you see it, you don't want to, I'll get to that and forget about it for a week, because number one, it moves fast. Number two, you have a very small window to get it put down. So when you see the fungus, you got to apply the fungicide, and then you've only got 14 days for the chemicals to be effective. So it's a very small window. Things happen fast, so you definitely want to jump on it and get it tended to quick. So no bugs, you said?
I haven't been seeing very many insects or grubs this week. Actually, as a matter of fact, I haven't seen any at all.
What are you going to do this weekend?
We'll watch some football.
You think they're going to lose?
Mm-hmm.
Question of the day. Is LSU going to win, or is LSU going to lose? I think they're going to win. I think they're going to come out, and I think they're just going to... It doesn't matter. Answer the question. Leave it in the comment. Y'all have a good weekend.
Thanks, guys.